But this is really bad. I mean, you saw the story today. NBC News was talking about, the behind the scenes. Trump is showing strong interest in putting ground troops in. It's like, good Lord, like just imagine how things are going if that's what we're talking about. But B, that's ridiculous. Like, and his generals have got to be telling him that there's absolutely no chance we're putting a ground force. I mean, you could do special operations here and there or something like that, but the idea of putting like a strong ground, we don't have the shipping capability to keep them supplied. We don't have any of the logistical infrastructure in place to do anything like that. I mean, like we could not do Desert Storm right now if the fate of the nation depended on it. Like we just don't have the capacity to do it. What we're trying to do is the thing that air war theorists over the years have tried again and again to convince people, and usually to great effect, unfortunate effect, will work, which is just to terror bomb them into submission. And we've tried that, in just so many wars since World War II. It never works. We're 6 days into this war, and the Iranians just last night, their nighttime, they had another just mass demonstration in like Tehran and several other cities, hundreds of thousands of people in the street waving the flag, holding up pictures of the Ayatollah. I mean, these people, look, maybe we could break them if we went just World War II scorched earth for the next 5 years, but that's what it would take. That's what it would take. Like, this is like, and so you start to ask yourself, well, if that's what it's going to take, if this regime is not going to buckle and the people are not going to turn on it, and in fact, we've solidified its legitimacy, at least for the time being, while this war is going on, then what exactly is the plan here? You really think like the Iranians are not going to come to the table and like accept the deal that they were offering to us, before this war started. They're not going to do that because they understand that they'll be back here again in 6 months. They'll be back here again in a year. They really clearly feel that they have to make it so that we don't ever want to do this again. And they seem very committed to that. And, we've got probably, it looks like, a new supreme leader coming in whose family we just massacred in a surprise attack that in the middle of negotiations where, to trick them into thinking we weren't going to attack that morning. All the IDF guys, like they went home for their like normal Shabbat schedule and stuff, like faking a religious observance to like fool the Iranians into thinking they weren't going to attack. And then we sneak attack them and massacre the whole family, hit this girl's school. I mean, these people are not going to just break. They're not going to just break. And so then the question is, well, what are you going to do about it? How are you actually going to get them to stop flying drones at tankers going through the Strait of Hormuz? Because we don't have months, we don't have years, we probably don't have weeks before this starts to show major downstream effects. Who else is like, this is not really hitting the news yet, but you're starting to see some statements. Our Asian allies they're so outraged, dude. Like Japan gets like 95% of its energy resources from the Persian Gulf. Like all of our Asian allies, Singapore, everybody over there. And they're like, what is this? What the heck is going on here?